Now, let's get to today's guest.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm not going to say much because we'll cover it in the interview. But today's guest is the man who lives right across the hall from me, the man I've known for maybe going on 8 years now. And the man I'm about to ask if he hears me have sex. And I'm kind of nervous about what he's going to say. Because he lives right there.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podcast, my super Tony. Talk into the mic so can you hear something that's on?
Okay, you hear me?
Yeah, a little closer, like
Closer?
the way I am. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Can you hear
There
yourself?
you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I can hear myself.
Perfect. We're so excited to have you on.
Yeah.
And one question I've always wanted to ask, have you ever heard me and Steven have sex?
Hell yeah.
Really?
He said, hell yeah.
Shit. Fuck. Recently?
You seem like you were definitely expecting him to say yes, though.
No, I was hoping you'd say no, but I knew you were going to say yes. That's what it was. Damn it. Because I don't like that. I don't like hearing
I
people
think it's
hearing.
awesome.
Can you hear it in your home or only in the hallway?
No, in the hallway.
Okay, so that's not that bad.
But my wife has heard it from inside the door.
Wow.
Oh, that's. Oh,
And what did
that's
she say?
upsetting.
She was like, Tony,
I'm
why don't
sorry,
you
he
fuck
has-
me like that?
I don't know, but you want to hear something?
I do. That's why you're
Into
here.
the mic.
You want to hear something
Yeah.
kind of strange?
Yes, please.
I had a Russian chick that used to live upstairs from me, and she actually
Does she have a trampoline?
no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Because some upstairs has trampoline, or they're fucking all the time in sync.
But she actually hit me off sexually because she heard me with another chick.
Wait, what?
With your wife?
No. This was before my wife.
Oh, a long time. Oh, before she moved in. Okay.
I had a girl, she was a screamer. I used to have to put the pillow over her mouth, over her head.
So the Russian chick wanted to bang you because you were so good at banging this other girl.
Yeah, she heard us.
Wow.
Damn.
Now that's a Yelp review. If ever I've heard one.
Wait, have you heard us like a lot or just every so often? Or
Maybe twice.
and how I've lived here for a long time.
Yeah,
So that's not bad.
no, that's not bad.
Okay, hold the mic up to your face. Just fine.
But were you guys? That must have been really. Were you downstairs?
No,
Right here.
we've been downstairs for a month maybe.
But before you were here.
Yeah. And that's like right by the door.
Yeah, it's right by the door.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right.
Not
Twice
bad.
isn't bad.
Nah.
That's just like, I don't want anybody to look at me and just, I don't know. I just don't want to hear. I don't want to hear other people having sex.
Let me tell you. One day I walked out the house. And there was a car parked right outside, right? So I happened to notice the car. I could see the chick's legs, both her legs by the steering wheel.
What?
Yeah, they were having sex right there. So I turned around, she looked at me, and she gave me the thumbs up. I said, wow.
Well, that's nice. She said no need to call anyone. I'm good.
No, I'm good.
I'm on board with this.
Yeah.
Right. I like that.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Right. Cool.
Damn. Well, you used to be a prison guard for 20 years.
We don't like to be called prison guard.
Oh, sorry.
We like to be called correctional officers.
Oh, and that's the all around rule?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So correctional officer for 20 years. Can I say where?
Yeah, you can.
In Rikers.
Well, I worked on Rikers Island. I worked in the Tombs.
Do you know a guy named Sterling?
Sterling.
Yeah.
We know more or less. Was he a prisoner or
Well,
was
no,
he
was a correctional. I just realized I went to SVA with a man named Sterling who also worked as a correctional officer at Rikers.
At Rikers.
Yeah.
Rikers is like a city.
I was gonna say, it's probably pretty large though.
Yeah. It's like a city by itself.
And one thing you were telling me about working as a correctional officer at Rikers was that you only worked in the women's area.
No, I worked
one day.
Yeah, one day, and that was it.
And why was that?
These chicks are crazy. They make you lose your job because some of them are beautiful, you know.
Yeah, that's what he told me. I'm like,
I've
there's
had
hot prisoners.
I've had maybe 2-3 of them flash me.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll come out the shower and drop their towel, or they'll.
Well, they'd be like, "Oops, didn't mean to do that, Tony."
Yeah, and I'm saying, nope. I like my job.
Right.
Pays the bills.
Because you don't even want to be tempted by such nonsense.
Nah. Nope, not at all.
Well, I mean, they're obviously good at manipulation, but just one thing went wrong, and that's why they ended up in prison.
Some guys are weak when it comes to women.
We've heard.
Very weak. And
right?
I know my limitations, so I know that I wouldn't put myself in that position.
Right.
Because I'm a man.
Like, I wouldn't work at a candy cafe where you absolutely can't eat candy.
Right.
I get you need to know your ups and downs.
Yeah.
Popcorn factory. I'd eat all popcorn.
Yeah, you just need to know.
Yeah.
Can't work in a women's prison section because you want to you want to keep your job. What else did they do?
I'm surprised they don't have just like female correctional officers though for the female section.
They do.
But it's not only female.
No, it's not only female.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. Like they don't have with the men, they don't have just men. They have women that work with.
Okay, that's good. Equal opportunity. Well. I like it. And how does that go down?
I would be terrified.
Sometimes it's a woman is a woman can be more.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
she can be more helpful than men, because if they're professional. Because I've seen some women who I've had inmates tell me, "Yo, Rob, if I met her on the street, I would crack her jaw."
Why?
And because some of them are just so unprofessional. I had this chick, she used to work with me, and one time, and her name was Watkins. I shouldn't use her name, but the hell
you don't have that job anymore.
But the hell with her, because she used to make my day, a lot more
harder than it should have been.
She was so unprofessional. Like somebody inmate say something or do something, she'll go, "Your mother."
That's not even a good comeback.
Like a child?
Yeah, just like a child.
Your mother.
You're a jerk face.
Your mother.
Wow. Just taunting people for no reason.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
they
cool.
would come and ask her for something, and she said, "You wait like she come and do a relief." She's only there for like 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. And when you come back, she'll be the whole place will be upset,
Right.
Oh, wow.
She was just so nasty, And some people are just like that. They they get a gun and a badge, and all of a sudden their head get 3 size or 10 size bigger than it is. You know? So, she was just like that.
Yeah. And then what was it like working in the men's section? Like, did you see, like, did everybody have like a prison boyfriend? Or because we read an email that I had told you about a long time ago about a woman being abused by prison guards, and we got a bunch of emails after that in people in the same situations, but one of them had talked about prison boyfriends in a very in depth, and I was like, damn, I thought that was a stereotype.
It's crazy. I've seen a whole bunch of things happen, and it's kind of weird. I had a guy. This guy was built like a refrigerator. He was like 6'8", 6'9", maybe close to 300 pounds of muscle, right?
Damn.
Big dog, nice looking brother, And there was this other officer, female, she used to say things about him that I thought was a lie, Mm-hmm. Like whenever you talk to this guy, he was always talking about sex.
Okay.
And his whole conversation was about sex.
And that's always a red flag, yeah.
Yeah, everything he talked about was sex. And, and she one time said that she caught him with an inmate, a male inmate, not a female inmate, but a male inmate. Mm-hmm. So I blew it off. And one day I came to work, and a friend of mine said, "Yo, this cat got arrested. They came in, they arrested him. And, with allegations that he did something to a male inmate sexually. Mm-hmm. A male inmate sexually.
So he banged the dudes.
Yeah, he did something crazy with him.
But like consensually or rape?
No, at first it was consensual. And then it got a little ugly, got a little crazy, because I guess after he did what he did with him, he choked him. That's what the guy said. He choked him out.
Oh,
whatever.
After he
did, yeah, he made him. Can we be explicit?
Oh my God,
guys,
Tony,
you could say whatever. You could say all the words. You could say taint.
Okay. He made him suck his dick.
Okay,
So, and then a friend of mine had called me. He says to me, "Yo, I called him, and the main thing I wanted to know was was he okay? He said, listen, I'm not getting into your business. I'm not trying to get into your business.
Right.
I just want to know if you're okay.
Okay.
He said, nah, I'm good. He said, yo, depending on the evidence, I could vest out, meaning that he could retire and still keep his retirement, right? So when he said, I said, what? Wait a minute. What did you say? Mm-hmm. So I asked him again. He said, depending on the evidence that he could vest out. I said, wait a minute. That sounds like a admission of guilt to me, because if it was me, I'd be saying, yo, I'm gonna sue the warden, I'm gonna sue the department, I'm gonna sue the punk that claimed
made
that I
me suck
did.
his dick.
Yeah, that said I made him suck his dick.
That guy. Yeah,
right. That's what I'm gonna do. Mm-hmm. So I said, but to me, that's an admission of guilt. Come to find, and I kept saying, my wife heard about it. I said, not Big Phil. Big Phil wouldn't do no shit like that.
Yeah.
But Big Phil grabbed the dude, and the guy who he did it to, he kept his DNA in his mouth. He didn't spit it out.
Smart motherfucker.
So when he went back and he said that this is what he did, he said, give me something so I can spit this out, because I got his DNA in my mouth.
Wow.
So he
Dick don't lie.
Bye, Phil.
So he made him suck his dick, and he kept it, spit it out. He gave it to the people in charge, and Big Phil lost his job.
That's good.
But you would never think, that, and this other correction officer, female, had said prior that she had caught him doing something with an inmate, and nobody believed it.
Right. Even though all he did was talk about sex, that would kind of make me go, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I said, a
lot of people thought he was all talk.
Listen, this dude, he would look at the ugliest broad in the world, right? And he said, I would fuck her till she love him.
Yeah.
He just
likes sex.
Yeah, he was.
Like.
Yeah, him and another guy. So he was.
Right.
They would talk around the jail that he was a suspect. Maybe he was going the other way.
Yeah. He was gay.
They was gay.
Or bi.
Or bi or whatever. Because bi. But it was kind of weird that he would actually. That I just kept saying, not Big Phil.
Never underestimate Big Phil.
No, because gay people, bisexual people, they don't come in one specific size, shape, or color.
Of course not. Every size, shape, and color.
Yeah. Yeah, so
well, speaking of willpower, you had told me a story. Could you tell it on the podcast about meeting somebody and being naive, and she took you to the townhouse and she was like, wait, I go.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was such a good story.
That was crazy. I met this chick, man. She was gorgeous. We was in it was kind of weird. It was like where they give parties at, right? Mm-hmm. They give parties. And then there was this chick. This dude was in the corner talking. He had her hemmed up in the corner over there just talking to her. And I was like, damn, I need to talk to her. I just thought she was gorgeous. So he was with her for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, damn, man, hurry up and get out of here.
I like that you waited in line.
Yeah, I waited in line to talk to her.
It's a jelly.
Soon
44? That's me.
Soon as he let her go, I ran up to her. I said, listen, I said, I couldn't wait till this dude cut you off. I said, I just wanted to walk up and introduce myself, So we started talking. And then she says, listen, I'm leaving out of here in a while. You want to hang out? I said, sure. And we went to this spot. And it was like a brownstone in Brooklyn, and it was like a maybe 3-story brownstone. And when I walked in, I was pretty naive because I didn't even know where I was at. After maybe 40 minutes, I still didn't know where I was at. I was actually in a brothel, but I didn't. But I didn't know,
Okay.
So
how old were you at this point?
I was like I was in my early 30s.
Okay.
Early 30s.
Okay.
So when we got inside there, she said to me, listen, I'm going upstairs. I'm going to change. I'll be back downstairs. I said, okay. So she left. And she says, before she left, she said, she introduced me to a bartender. He said, give me anything I wanted.
Yeah.
So, I had sitting there sipping. So in came a Spanish chick with big tits, right? She had the biggest, beautiful titties I've ever seen. So I said to her, wow. I said, did your mother give you those? Were you born with them? So she said, these are mine. So I did the Ed Norton on it. You know what the Ed Norton is?
I'm not sure, but I would love to hear.
Is it a Fight Club reference?
Nah, Ed Norton is, the Honeymooners?
Yeah.
You ever watch The Honeymooners?
The show.
The Honeymooners, yeah.
Yeah, and Ed, what was the guy named that actually did
The actor?
The actor. What was his name?
I can't remember. I don't know.
Well, anyway.
I know who you're talking about, though.
It wasn't the lead guy. It was the skinny guy.
Okay.
I think they called him Ed Norton on the show.
I was like, the actor Ed Norton? What?
Yeah. So look, he did one of these numbers. He did it like this. Like he threw his hands up in the air just before he went to touch something.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like, I don't know how to actually verbalize doing what I'm doing. But he motioned at her breast before he touched them. And they were just so
like a
nice.
Squeezing.
The squeezing motion.
Like a little honk honk.
Squeezing before he actually touched her breast.
Yeah.
And I felt them, they were heavy.
Wait, did she say you could feel them?
Yeah, yeah.
So you were like, nice titties, and she was like, want to touch them?
Yeah, that's
because you were in a brothel, though, so of course you
I
want
was
to
say in a brothel, I feel like
up the merch.
You can touch titties.
So they were nice. So I touched them. Next thing I know, she grabbed my hand. She walked me over to a door. And the door, and we went upstairs. So when we get upstairs, this is when it hit me that I was actually in a brothel. I saw a guy.
I was waiting for when the moment it went
brothel.
I saw a guy walk by with a bunch of towels.
Uh-huh.
Oh, like stacked folded towels?
Stacked towels, folded and everything. And I said, oh, shit, I'm in a brothel.
Wait, why'd the towels make you think you were in a brothel?
Because when I went upstairs, they had like a seating area where you would sit, and then they had a bunch of rooms.
Oh, okay.
So, and when he walked away, he walked by with the towels in his hand, I looked back and I saw all the different little rooms. I said, oh, shit, I'm in a brothel. I've always been scared of hookers, you know.
Why?
Why have you always been scared of hookers? Because you don't want to be taken advantage of or like taken for a ride kind of thing?
No, not so much that. It's just that when I have sex, I like to be intimate with the person I'm with.
Right.
So I don't just like
one night
going
stands
around one night stands, fucking somebody I don't know.
Yeah. Steven's like that. He doesn't he can't do it.
Yeah, I'm not into it. So, but I'm there. I'm wasted. So
went in a brothel in Brooklyn.
Hey, so we was going at it. We went. She came back. She took me in the room. We're going at it, and I felt something like touching my ass. Right, and I was like, "Damn, is this broad a contortionist or something?" Because I got her bent over, and I could see her head.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, I felt something touching my ass. So I turned around. The chick who brought me there. She was rubbing my ass, right?
She just came in?
Yeah, she just walked in. Yeah. So she walked in and she smacked me on the ass. And I turned around and saw her. I said, okay. So I went back to what I was doing. And then I went back downstairs. And when I get back downstairs, and this girl was gorgeous, right?
The one who brought you
The one who brought me there, right? She was, if it's scale from 1 to 10, she was a 15, you know, in my book, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, she said, and this was crazy. When we started, I said to her, I want to get with you. I want to be with you, right? She said, your money no good here. I said, my money's no good here? I said, I'm saying to myself, who the fuck am I? You know, my money's no good here. I said, look, I play Big Willie for a night. I want to be with you. So we wound up going into it. She said, okay, come on. So we go in the room and we wound up having sex.
Uh-huh.
And what really scared me was that she actually sucked my dick without a condom. And I found that to be so reckless. You know, who the fuck am I that you're going to suck my dick?
Especially if it's
I like
so
how concerned you are.
Why? I know.
Well, no,
because that's her living.
Look, no. What I'm saying is, even if this is what you're doing, you should at least be careful.
Absolutely.
You should at least be
Especially
careful.
If that's your job. Yeah.
And the fact is that when we left, I dropped her off at home, right? Mm-hmm. I know my limitations when it comes to women and most things. You know, I know my limitations. Mm-hmm. And I just saw her and I was so attracted to her and that I saw her being an issue for me. So when she gave me a phone number and I dropped her off, first thing I did when I pulled off was ripped her number up in 1,000 pieces and threw it out the window. Because I knew for me, she would be reckless.
Too distracting for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would be a problem for me.
Yeah. And she that was her job. Like it wasn't like something that you don't know if she'd want to date or maybe she would.
Listen, I mean, physically, there's a physical attraction and then there's a mental, emotional or mental attraction to a person. Mm-hmm. And you have to weigh all those things to actually say to yourself, I like to get with her.
Yeah. Because sometimes that physical attraction can be a thick fog over some fucked up shit that you don't get to see until you're with the person for a long time.
I saw that. Listen, I'm a responsible person. I want the person I'm with to be responsible, you know? And I thought it was pretty reckless for her to suck my dick without a condom.
Right.
How many other dicks you done sucked without a condom?
Did you bring it up to her or you never brought it up?
Nah, I never even wanted to see the chick no more.
Yeah.
You know? And come to find out, an officer who was working with me, he's been to that place. He knows her. Oh. When I started explaining to her, he said...
He's like, oh, she also sucked my dick without a condom.
Bethany, she's great.
What he said to me was that she was with... She said she was with some African dude and he was screwing her, and the dude specifically took off the condom and squirted inside her.
Yeah. Oh, in her body or in her mouth?
No, while he was fucking her.
Oh,
wow.
Came inside her.
It came inside of her. She said she flipped out and ran through the place screaming.
Right. Oh, yeah, because that's a huge violation.
Yeah, but you know what,
a lot of people like nowadays, like
I think some women look at having intercourse and sucking a dick as two total different things.
They do. And while you can still get an STD through, because the chances of pregnancy through having unprotected sex are so much greater. They're there. Yeah. First of all, they're not there if you, because I've never even thought of using a condom with a blowjob. That sounds like, ugh, why would I do that? But when it's your profession or you do it all the time, you want to be careful.
You gotta be careful.
Fucking, you don't want to get like mouth cancer, HPV cancer. Like,
you get cancer, all kinds of shit.
And also, maybe she was like, this is not a good thing to do.
Maybe she really liked you.
Maybe was just judging you. You're like, he looks clean. People do that. Yeah. It's not a good thing to do.
No,
sometimes women are like, I'm going to chance it.
Yeah.
Really?
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
So when because you have
a clean looking dick, Tony.